Good morning. This is Sally Morgan, physical therapist, craniosacral therapist, and Tellington T-Touch practitioner for animals and people. This is Tristan. He's a Corgi, and we're here for an episode of Conversations with a Corgi. And I'm doing this with my new iPhone 11 Pro. It's a terrible day outside. It's so dark, but there was such a glare with the lights on. And I don't even know if this is going to come out because this phone doesn't use the kind of mic I have, and I don't have another mic right now. And there's a lot going on. I'm not sure about these earphones. I don't know. So anyway, we're here today to talk about things that are troubling a lot of people right now. There's so much on the news about the coronavirus going on. Schools are closing like by the hour, really. Colleges are sending their students home. People are really in a panic. I am very fortunate. I live in an area where we haven't had any cases in the 3 counties around me. And so things are pretty calm, but people are stocking up a little bit. You can still get what you need in the grocery store. You might not get the kind of milk you like, but you can still get what you need. And things are going okay here. So one of the things that we can do, because none of us know what to do, is try to stay calm within ourselves. And I know when I work with Linda Tellington, sometimes she talks about, and she doesn't popularize this, but, just seeing the cells spinning faster, the electrons around the cells spinning faster to try to raise you to a higher place. And there have been so many spiritual leaders who have talked about going to a higher place. Fear and anxiety brings a low vibration. It brings us down. It's working out of your root chakra, your lower chakras, and your sense of insecurity is really what's driving a lot of that fear. So if you can go to a higher place, go up to the part of you that has some spiritual beliefs, some faith that things will be okay, that whatever happens will be what was meant to be, or what was the best thing that could happen. Whatever it is that you believe, you have to go to that higher place in order to, hi Danny, you're coming in on my new phone. Anyway, you have to go to a place where you're in a higher spiritual place, where you're in a higher vibration. If you think about the colors of the rainbow, you want to be in the purple range, not the red range, because the red range is the lower chakras, and that's where your fear and anxiety resides. So even though you can still take precautions, go to the store, wash your hands, use Clorox, whatever it is that we're also all doing. I mean, and this can go for even reading upsetting posts on Facebook. You need to go to that higher place in yourself where you know that you are safe and protected from the things that are going on in the world, and that your knowledge and your health and your ability to cope has been tested and has some possibility for you to come out of this okay. And that Linda often says to imagine the potential for perfection. And that way you're not putting pressure on yourself to have things come out perfectly or for things to all be okay. There's the potential for everything to be fine. And so go to that higher place in yourself and see the potential for everything to be all right. And for us to be prepared, and for you to be prepared, and for your loved ones to be safe. And one of the things that I've learned over the years, they've done tests, and I'll keep this on a real layman's level, on people that were actors, acting in a tragedy and in a comedy on Broadway. They tested the blood of a bunch of actors for different chemicals that were in the blood. And they found that those who were acting in a tragedy had lower immune function, not only during the play, but for, I think it was 2 months, don't quote me on that, after the play, they still had a lower immune function than the people who were acting in a comedy who actually had enhanced immune function. Danny has asthma, so you are a bit worried. You need to know that there will be air and it will get to your lungs or whatever it is that you need to make yourself feel calm. So those people that were acting in the comedy, again, retain that enhanced immune function for months after the closing of the play that they were in. So this just goes to show us that your attitude can help. And right now we all need to be functioning at our best. We don't want to get run down. We don't want to be distressed. We want to be, really at that level of the actors in the comedy. And Bernie Siegel talks about this in reference to things like, watching old Lucille Ball reruns, things like that to make you laugh. Now, we all know laughing really helps your body. It massages your organs if you get a really good laugh. And our organs are often neglected. We don't think about them so much. We just ask them to work. So laughing is really good. I mean, there's that quotation, laughter is the best medicine. Well, it might not be the best medicine, but it's a darn good one. So laughing can be really helpful. And, trying to keep a sense of humor. My ex-brother-in-law posted something, I don't know where he found it on Facebook, but it showed, because Facebook is so driven by cute cats, they had two pictures of drawings of cats. One was, the panicked cat, and it showed him all humped up in, the red line of panic. And then it showed the flat cat where we should be in our emotional response. And it was really funny. I didn't repost it, but, taking a humorous look at things sometimes can be helpful, although you don't want to also not wash your hands, for heaven's sake. So try to go to that higher place. Go to that place of peace inside you where things will work out in a way that is the way they were meant to be, or the way that is best for you. I'll never forget, in my cancer support group, one night we asked, who here would wish that they never had cancer? 27 people. Only one person said she wasn't sure, and she was new that night. Everybody else said, I wouldn't trade it. I have learned so much from this experience. I know much more about myself. One fellow had a lot of time off from work, and he got to spend time with his 4-year-old son that he never dreamed he would have because of the kind of job he was in. And people just learn so much from these tough experiences. So we have to keep everything in perspective. There is the potential for perfection of some kind that might be not what you anticipate to come out of every event in your life. So in this time of panic and anxiety, try to go to that higher place. And one of the things I highly recommend you do is the Tellington Tea Heart Hug. I don't know what. Oh, we're back. So you place your hands on your heart, you imagine the face of a clock, and you're going to follow from the 6 around that face of the clock all the way back up to the 9, either direction, whichever one you're going to go in. And I can't even talk about it because I'm backwards here. But you're going to put your hands over your heart, take a breath in, push the skin under your clothes around in a circle from the 6 all the way back to the 9 on that clock, and just you can do one of two things. You can, or of many things. You can think about something you're grateful for. You can think about someone you love. You can think about an animal that's in your life that's important to you, and this will bring calm to your whole body. So when you find yourself going to that place of panic, you can do a heart hug. And that's good for you, Danny, because you've got an asthma issue. This can actually calm you down. If you feel yourself starting to get into an asthma problem, do a couple of heart hugs. It can really help you. Kurt watches lots of Corgi videos. Hi, Pat. I hope your dog's doing okay. So, yeah, I don't know. Tristan, is this a Corgi video? He says, I am here, but I'm not talking much. So, thanks for joining us today for this episode of Conversations with a Corgi. I hope it worked out okay. I'm still... I've had this phone less than 24 hours, and the learning curve has been trying to figure out everything that I need to know with it. And it will be a fun time as I'm getting familiar with it. I love it. It's so much better than my old one. So, thanks for joining us. Everybody have a great day. Stay safe. Do your heart hugs. And I think we will be back tomorrow for an episode of Conversations with a Corgi. I've had quite a hiatus here because I've just had so much stuff to do and some clients and crises and things like that. So we'll talk to you soon. Everybody have a great day.